Hello, is this thing on? Very good. Today I will show you how to read optical carriers with a Linux PC or any PC that can run Linux. You do not even have to install Linux before. You can use a live distro. So what I found in the attic basement, a box like this. It says backup from an old CD production. I was excited. I got the discs. I found one that says master. It is the master copy of the CD production. How do we go and do this? I have CD drives. Very good. A USB stick in this case for storing the data we read from the DVD drives, optical drives. Notebook, I don't care what is on it. I will use a Linux live distro to boot operating system from thin air. I will show you, come. We use power. And for you to see, I will connect external screen. Now come. It is not USB-C. Have to check direction. So, and now USB hub, because the notebook does not have enough ports for all things I need. I use an active hub so it can power the optical drives and not drain too much power from the notebook, just to be sure. Now I will connect the hub. Okay. You know what? I connect later. So, here I have my little USB keys, a collection of USB keys that I have made with operating systems on it. This one can boot many Linux, can even boot a Windows. Look at this. Let us sit down. So, what you have here is ventoy, which is an operating, no, it's not an operating system, it is a small boot manager that can boot multiple Linux distros or any ISO you can put on the USB stick. I have here Xubuntu 18 from 2018. It's good. I say try without installing. Let's see. I did not install the operating system. I'm really booting this from the USB stick. It's all live. It's all live. So, now you have the big screen. I did not install drivers. On Linux it only works. If hardware is good, driver is open, da. So, there we are. This is not USB 3. It only boots from USB 2 port, but was fast enough. I will first do this. I don't like that if you plug in any external sources that it automatically opens. Makes me nervous. I'm too old for this. No automatic. Manual. So we have everything. I will plug in now all the infrastructure. The notebook is so small, it does not even have a network connector. So I have USB network connector, all external. Linux says network is connected. I have 2 drives, I will show you why. And here, because I don't want to store on the notebook, you can use an external hard disk or whatever storage. This is just for showing. It's a USB stick, 64 gigabyte. So we can take the ISO images and data from the disks and store it on here. It is only a showcase. Now, in the shell, I will install 2 things. I need to update the index of the packages. I could do this graphically, but in terminal I am faster. So I will move you closer so you can see the screen. You don't have to see me. You can see the screen. So, is good? Is good. I will type here. It is reading the package list. Okay. I need exfat. It's a file system from Microsoft for new USB sticks and SD cards. And I want to have a program called dvdisaster. This program dvdisaster is super. It is old and good. It was written by a German developer who is very good with optical carriers. So, it is installed. I can now say dvdisaster. I pull it out here, close. Now I mount my USB stick. I have here space to store everything we read from the optical discs. Now I start dvdisaster. It says, oh no, I don't know this. It's okay. And now I take the disk. This disk is actually from the year 1999. I know because I have made it. I will put it into the drive now. Voila. Here I can choose from which drive I want to read. I have 2 drives. I take this and I now choose where I want to write the data reading from the medium. I say here in optical space. I can give it a file name. Any data you read from an optical disc, if it's a data image, it will be ISO. So I call it ISO and then I say read. And now I wait. What you see here on the screen, this is the amount of data being read. It says, oh, it's a CD. It can have like 600, 700 megabytes. Up here, you see the speed with which it reads. And depending on how good the optical disc is, you will get a lot of green. So here, the running worm, the blue is currently the sector being read. It's small boxes, if you can see it, small boxes. Green is good, 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 good. And so it is reading all the sectors from the optical disc. If we are lucky, it will always be green. Very good. And here, steady climbing. If you see this pattern, it's a linear speed increase, meaning good reading. If you have shaky waves, if there is a read error, it will go slow down, try to read again. Reading faster is difficult, I mean, you know. So now it is reading at 14.4 speed of single CD speed. Now we wait. You know what? I'm too lazy to wait. You can now let it run. It will read. If it has a sector error, it will mark it red and say unreadable skipped. What I can do now is something you don't have to read the image in one drive. Imagine something goes wrong. It's like, it aborted the read, or you have problem reading this particular disk in the one drive. So this is why I've prepared two drives. Look back here. I will now take the disk from this drive, put it in another drive. Maybe this drive reads the disk better, who knows? Different drives have different properties for reading different errors differently. We've made many tests with different drives. Very important, there is no best drive. If you have one problem with the disk in one drive, try another. Sometimes it works. Also, if you have the disks and you feel it's dirty, be careful for cleaning. But if you wipe, never wipe like this. Always from inside to outside. You will cause less damage if you scratch. More explaining of this in maybe another video. But back to our session. Now I have put the disk in this drive. And now I choose, okay, here is the other drive. You know what? Continue. So what dvdisaster will do? It is super. It says I have already started reading, and it understands it has reading all these sectors. It says, why read again? I already have them. So it just starts continuing the reading where it is left off. This is perfect for, you can do a partial retrieval of a carrier on one disk and then continue in another drive. Very good. Now we have to wait again. Look. It's a good read. You see, the line is straight. No problems. We're lucky. I like the green worm running. It makes me happy. So while the green worm is running, you realize what I am just showing you. You take any computer, does not have to be set up. You take a USB stick, booting a live-distro. You boot up the Linux. I take a Linux from 2018 because DVD optical is not new. So dvdisaster is on the distribution forever. I just took an empty notebook, some drives I had lying around, USB hub, connected everything, powered it up. I didn't even go for something else than a USB stick. And then it says, ooh, at the end of the disk, there were 2 sectors missing at the end of the disk. This is okay if the CD was written in track at once mode. The image will be truncated accordingly. See the manual for details. So thank you, dear developer from dvdisaster, for giving us this information. Because otherwise I would be like, oh no, there is a red dot here. But yes, I probably read it, wrote it, track at once. So, here is credits for who wrote on this. But I'm looking for another name. Well, at the end, you see the reading was a bit tricky. It tried something, it did again. So this is what you see if it has a problem. I tried this disk before, so I know what I can show you. So what I had in the previous run, I tried the same disk and it had one broken sector. So what I did, tried again in another drive, and it says I already have this, it's already present. Now it filled in only the broken sector. And now I have a correct image. Let's see if we can mount the image. Thank you very much, dvdisaster. We have become good friends. So, here, by the way, it is an ISO image from a data CD. I can double click it. I have not installed anything. This is just out of the box. And there I have it. It's the data. There is a folder with band, with recording. What do we have here? Logo and a TIFF file. Very good. It is working. We have recovered the original master from an audio CD production from 1998, 25 of October. Now I have metadata in the image. So well then, this was the first of the underground sessions. If you like it, maybe I'll show you more. There is a lot of things to be done with equipment lying around. Blah, Wiederschauen.